run.
Hey everybody. So we're back. We're gonna do a farm update today. He'll quit attacking this bottle. This is Jupiter. He is our little bottle ram that we got going on. We got him from a neighbor. We decided to do a little more with sheep. We do have one other sheep, which I don't know if we'll. Oh, there she is. Hi, Annie.
Poor thing.
He's gold. Yeah, so we got Annie last year, and she was actually a bottle lamb as well. Now, she's a baby doll sheep, so I got her to shear her wool and learn how to spin the wool and do stuff like that. This guy is a hair sheep. So a hair sheep doesn't grow wool. It's more like a goat hair, but it's kind of thicker than that. But they're primarily a meat breed. So we're gonna get a couple females that are hair sheep so that we can start doing some breeding and have more babies and stuff. So we've got quail over here. These guys, they're relatively new. I haven't completely figured them out yet. I think we've got 5 in that cage, a male and 4 females. So they're good little meat birds. They lay an egg a day, usually 2, except in the winter. So we haven't gotten very many eggs from them because they're new. And then here is all of our rabbits, which we have lots, and it's a mess in here because it has snowed and there's hay everywhere. And so, yeah, the story with them, we basically got 5 of the red-eyed whites, New Zealand's, and a buck, and yeah. Then we got all of these females that we've kept over time. So here's our 2 bucks. These are not the original bucks that we had. This is little Keo over here, the red one. He is the son of one of the bucks that we had originally, and he's super sweet. This guy we've named Tux. He's black and white. Now, he is a Rex rabbit, which means he's got that really soft, plush fur. And he's new, too. We don't have any babies, really, from either one of these guys yet. This is Opal, and she's what you'd call a chinchilla color. This is Onyx. She's black, obviously, and she's got 2 little babies in here. The daddy to these babies we sold so that we could get some new genetics. I'm planning on keeping that dark one that's in the nesting box. This is Ruby. She hasn't had any babies yet. This is Clover. She's had several litters for us, and she's one of the original females that we've had. We only have 2 of the originals left, just for different reasons. This is Delilah. My daughter knows her as Sophia because Delilah had a white red-eyed baby that looked just like her. My daughter fell in love with her. We were gonna keep her. It was gonna be great. We kept her for 6 months. It was time to breed her, and she tried to kill every male that we put her with, and bit my husband, and generally, yeah, turned out really mean. So, can't have a mean rabbit. We have kids, and, obviously want to make babies here. So, she went to freezer camp, and my daughter thinks that this is her. So, this is Sophia for all intents and purposes. This is Gem, like Gem, because I kind of had a rock theme going on here, Opal, Onyx. And then little Keo. So Jim also has not had any babies for us yet. So I'm excited. They should all be pregnant.
Should.
So
2 very young bucks. They're not exactly good at their job yet, so should.
It's true. I did breed them the month before, and we didn't have any babies. So, I honestly think it's just because little Keo is so young. Because he did his job. We watched him breed. He did a fine job. They lifted for him and were receptive. So I just think that his swimmers were not mature enough yet. Because we didn't have any babies.
Eventually, I don't think we'll have to do a video on it, but the breeding process is very simple. You put the female in there. We might do a video just to show them, the receptiveness.
We might do a video next week, because I'm actually going to rebreed Delilah here and Onyx, the 2 with babies. So during the winter, we kind of do a intensive breeding program. I only let the babies get about 4 weeks old, and we rebreed mom. They get weaned around 6 weeks old, so that means she'll have them for 2 more weeks before we sell them, or just put them in a different cage. And like those over there, those are Clover's last litter here. So now that's during the winter. I'm gonna give them a break during the summer. So my last babies will be born in May. I won't breed any in May because last year we tried to breed during the summer and it just gets too hot here. We lost 2 entire litters of babies and a pregnant mom because they had heat stroke and it just got too hot and they couldn't handle it. So I'm not doing that again this year. So they're going to take a break, which is why I breed them so close during the winter, because they're going to have a good 3 or 4 month long break. Yeah. So basically all of those babies over there have been claimed. The little boy out of here has been claimed. We still got some females. Yeah. And then I really think the only other thing that y'all haven't seen, we got a milk cow.
She's around there.
Honey Bun. Now we got her as a calf, so obviously she's not milkable yet. Here she is. Honey Bun. So the lighter colored one is Honey Bun. She is a Jersey beef master. So hopefully we're gonna get her pregnant around July, and then she'll be 2 years old by the time she has her baby, and we'll get to milk her. The red calf behind her is Rosie. She is 100% beef master. She actually came with papers. I'm probably not gonna pay to register her just because I don't really see the point. But my dad has a could be registered Angus bull. So I'm hoping to get some nice beef calves out of actually both of them so that we can either sell or eat. But yeah, and then this is Bobo. We've had him for a while.
He is a darn good dog. He keeps track of all the animals. He'll be out with the cattle, out with the sheep, out with the other sheep, and the chickens too.
Yep. So he's good. Not all guardian dogs are good with chickens. And I thought we might have an issue with him for a little while, but actually he catches them to lick them to death. So he's never actually killed one, and he hasn't caught one in a long time because we tried to break that issue because that made me nervous. But yep, that's pretty much it. So
well, we have the brooder pen that we can show, and the
yeah,
chicken feeder.
Yeah, we can show you different ideas of what we've got going on with our chickens.
If the camera's shaking, do excuse me, it's like 9 degrees right now.
Yeah, it's incredibly cold. So
which we can show off I say show off. It is
we're gonna redo it. We're gonna put metal on the outside of our barn.
And it's gonna extend all the way down using these metal posts as studs here.
So I don't think I ever showed it in my previous videos, but this had been a huge metal barn a couple of years ago that we stored hay in. Unfortunately, we had a hay fire. My dad's lawnmower backfired into the hay and it all burned down.
And thankfully no one got hurt.
Yes, thankfully no one got hurt, but we lost the tractor and the lawnmower.
Yep.
And the barn. We had just built a duck coop over in that corner. It was made out of wood, so it's completely gone. So we were slowly rebuilding. So anyway, yeah, we hope to definitely have a better setup by the end of this year. I'm really hoping to have the entirety of the barn built by the end of this year. And hopefully it will look better and be a little more sound for the weather, because, you know, poor little Jupiter, he got a little snow in his stall last night, but obviously he's fine. So thankfully all of our animals are built for the cold. We haven't lost anything due to the cold weather. The summers are different. We have a little more issues in the summers, go figure. So anyway, I think we'll cut off right here, and then we'll come back to show you what we've done with the chicken coop and our little brooder barn that we have.
I'm being nudged.
Say bye-bye, honey bun.
Such a good looking cow.
Hey everybody, we're back. This is our coop setup here. I'll shut it and show you what it looks like from the front. So, back up. Here is our coop. It is an 8x8 building with double front doors. It is off of the ground. My original intention was to be able to pull a wheelbarrow up right up underneath the doors and be able to scrape the bedding and the crap and everything out into the wheelbarrow without having to shovel. It worked great for a little while, and then, honestly, there was no point in doing that. It's not an issue. There is this space underneath that the chickens like to get under when it rains. Here's the ramp to their door. I bought one of these doors that has a timer on it. When I first looked into these, it was like $200 to get one of these doors. I don't know why. Now they're much more affordable. I think I paid like $40 or $50 for it, which honestly is completely worth it. When you turn it on, you can set it for either a time to open and close or based on daylight. I like the time because if it's cloudy, it might mess up some of it. It also has a little charger port under here, and the charger is a solar panel. And it's this little bitty solar panel that I just hang on the fence, plug it in. It does need to stay plugged in for like 2 days to really charge it. But then it works great. It works for almost a month before I have to recharge it. Really, probably every 3 weeks would be a good time to set on your calendar. But yeah, okay, so up here, I know it's nasty, we need to wash it, but up here are actually windows. There is hardware cloth up underneath there. During the summer, I unscrew, see, it's just screwed on here. I unscrew these and take them off so that there's ways for the wind and the air to get in there. During the winter, I close it off so it stays warmer. Our chickens are cooped up today. Normally, they're not. They are terrified of the snow. I don't know what to tell you, but literally they'll fly off into the snow and then decide that they can't walk in it, and they will literally stay there until something eats them. So, yes, our coop needs to be cleaned. And yes, that is a deer feeder. This is how we feed our chickens. We pack it full of, we do 1 bag of the egg crumble because it comes out better, and then a bag of scratch. Sorry. And so we'll do, yeah, 1 bag of crumble, 1 bag of scratch, another bag of crumble, another bag of scratch. And we set it to go off twice a day for like, I don't remember, 10 seconds or so. Anyway, these are my pretty birds. And it feeds them twice a day. So, right now, I've got water in that. I understand that is not a waterer, but it is so cold here. Any of the automatic waterers are just freezing. So I'm just pouring enough in there for them to get a drink. That way it won't bust my waterer. I know it's not going to bust that feeder, so. That's what I've been feeding them table scraps in. So yeah, you're going to see some table scraps. There is a chicken carcass back there, but that is from dinner, not from them killing each other. They like to roost up there and lay eggs up there. We've got these roosts built into the walls like that. And yes, I'm going to come back in here and clean it, especially when it gets springtime and a little warmer. I will actually come in, I'll scrape out all of the crap, and we'll hose it down with a pressure washer, and it'll be nice and clean for the springtime. Right now, it's so daggum frozen anyway, there is like no smell, and really, you know, no disease or anything like that. We've never had an issue with mites, never had an issue really with any sickness. Most of these birds I've hatched myself. The only exceptions are these red ones right here. We got through 4-H, so we've got quite a few of those, but this is Hedwig. My original 3 are gray, and they're up here by our rooster. You can see their fluffy butts. They're our original 3, and all of the black chickens, the gray chickens, that one, are from those original 3. That chicken right there is a black copper Morans. I did buy hatching eggs. I had 3, and now I think I have 2 left. And I have 1 Buff Orpington left. There were 3 of those. And we just had some predator issues, but yeah. Oh, also, so that's normally open up there too for airflow. I will save the plastic feed sacks and actually screw them up there to help try to keep the snow and the rain and stuff out. So yeah, they stay pretty dry in here. And they're happy ladies. We get lots of eggs, but normally they are free ranged and they're not cooped up. But yeah, they're like terrified of the snow. So I don't know what to say about that. Let me shut this. Okay. So then this is our little brooder barn. We actually originally built this for Franny the goat when she was born. She stayed in our house for like 2 or 3 weeks, and we decided she needed somewhere to go, and we didn't have a barn at all at that point. I didn't want to stick her in the chicken coop because obviously, you know, she'd get pooped on by chickens. So we built this little bitty barn. I think it's a 5x5 if I remember. It honestly took us like 2 days to build. It didn't take long at all. Yeah. So right now I've got chickens in there, but I did build it for the goat. So it's a double door. It opens up. Here's our chickies. So this is an old, it used to be like an old oil barrel or something like that my dad had. I washed it out really, really well. We cut a hole in it, and through the top we put a heat lamp. So that whole barrel like radiates heat from that heat lamp. And I've got an extension cord run out, and it goes all the way back to the house. So, but it keeps the chickens warm. You could put baby goats or something in here. Now, Franny was a Nigerian dwarf, so as a baby, she fit perfectly in that hole and was perfectly content in that barrel. Obviously, if you have bigger goats, you know, you're going to have to cut a bigger hole or have a bigger barrel. But it worked really well for us. That back panel comes off in the summer to allow for more airflow. I kind of intended to do that on the sides too, but just really haven't done that yet. This barrel has our chick feed in it. And it's not completely waterproof, which is why it's in the building. The roof keeps the water off of it, but it keeps the chickens out. So, and one last little structure that we have is over here. This used to be our trash bin, which I turned into a little building with scrap stuff. So, no, it doesn't look great. But we did have a duck in here, which is why there's a little bathtub. Yeah, so this, it's a little bitty. Obviously does not keep out much. It'll keep out the rain, but that's about it. So usually I will keep my chicks in the little brooder barn that I just showed you for like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks when it's not freezing cold out. And then they will move out here because this has a little fence around it. I did put some stuff up here to keep hawks out or any other predators. It's butted up against the coop. There's wire up under there so they can't get in there. And they'll stay out here until basically they're fully feathered and are not small enough to really be picked up by a hawk. And then I'll put them in the big coop and try to train them to stay in there. So, anyway, yep, that is our chicken setup. Oh, the back of our chicken coop, which, ignore this. This is normally in there. This was my nesting box structure. They don't use it. They just poop all over it. So I pulled it out. This is the back of our coop. The intention was there. You can pop it open and that entire back half of the wall will swing down. Then this was in there. So the idea was that the chickens would come in, lay their eggs in that nest. I could swing open the back of the coop and just pick out the eggs without ever having to crawl up in the coop. Yeah, that doesn't work. They're free range. They lay wherever the crap they want to. And even when they lay in there now, it's not in the nesting box. I don't know. So, anyway, but, yep. Now, our farm is not super, super clean. We're not the Pinterest farm, where everybody's like, oh, look at my beautiful little chicken house. No, this is made out of, stuff that we had laying around. It's not picture perfect. It's not painted. It's not, you couldn't eat your dinner off the floor. No, it's a chicken coop. Now I'm not saying don't clean your chicken coop, because you definitely should. But I'm also saying, if you have a farm and it doesn't look like those Pinterest farms, who cares? Nobody, because this is what a real working farm looks like. We do not have all the time in the world to do stuff. So, and Jupiter's saying hi. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, and we will be back later. Bye.